Good morning guys, welcome to another episode of Keeping Goals. If you're new here, my name is Conor O'Keefe. I'm a professional goalkeeper, hoping to bring you guys a little bit of insight, a little bit of value by showing you through these vlogs what I'm up to with my training, how I'm staying on top of my game during all this lockdown, and hopefully bringing you guys a bit of help too to keep you going with what you're working on. In today's vlog, I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing over this weekend, how I'm training, what's going on for me. Right now I'm going to walk to a park near my house, take some balls with me, do a little bit of kicking training, bit of distribution practice, show you how I do that, and then later on we'll see what's happening. I'm using my one exercise out of the house to do some kicking practice, so abide by the rules but keep improving at the same time. So I'm here, got the footballs, got the cones set up behind me, can't really see. I've set up two 3x3 boxes, one probably about 30 yards away, the other about 60 yards away. I'm gonna have 5 balls, different types of distribution into those boxes, just looking for accuracy rather than distance, getting my technique right. It's a great opportunity for me to improve my consistency left and right foot, and this is a great drill for doing that. So warm up done, as you can see, 5 balls. Luckily, I've got Dad over there somewhere who's gonna help me bring the balls back in, otherwise I'll be running and getting them, but I've done that plenty of times. 5 balls, what I'm gonna start with off the floor clips. So 5 into the first box with my right foot, then into the second box with my right foot, then off the floor, 5 with my left foot into the first box, and 5 with my left foot into the far box. Looking for quality of technique and accuracy. It's not the longest distance, so imagine hitting fullbacks or wingers and just going through that technique, making sure that I'm getting it nice and clean. My left foot is actually probably more consistent and more clean than my right. I haven't got the bad habits that I have from my right because I'm right footed. Over all these years picking up little bad habits with my technique, my left foot, which I've taught in the last 3 years, is a lot cleaner, especially over shorter distance. So I need to clean up my right foot more, make it more consistent, and then work on the distance on my left. Right, same thing but side volleys. Bit of a different result with the side volleys. Right foot was better than left foot. Probably to be expected. More practice done with the right foot and I was a bit more relaxed. Left foot wasn't bad, but definitely still need some practice. Last technique, drop kicks, and then I'll swap sides so that I'm going back the other way onto my right hand side instead of playing towards my left hand side. So that's both techniques done, well, all 3 techniques done. Clip off the floor, side volley, half volley to my left hand side with right and left foot. Now I'm going to the other end of the field, as you can see. I'm doing the exact same but to the right hand side with both feet. I get a lot of people asking questions about how do I improve my weak foot, and I always say you have to concentrate on the technique first before the distance. It's taken me 3-4 years of working on my left foot to be able to get my technique right, where I can actually hit it over distance, but even that, I still need to improve my consistency. Sometimes I'm getting it right with both feet, sometimes getting it wrong. I need to get those percentages from 60-70% up to 80-90% in order to be at the top level with both feet. That's why I'm here, that's why we're training. We work to get better. Key with these long passes for me is trying to get them low and flat and hitting the target quick. Imagine trying to find the fullback or the winger. They've got a bit of space, but if I float it, they're going to be under pressure. So I'm trying to zip it in, and getting that consistency of fast delivery and good technique is what's difficult. If I'm just clipping it for fun, it's going to be easy. I have to test myself to be able to deliver that pass fast and accurate. So that's what I'm working on. So that's a distribution session done. Things to learn from it. Working out, for example, how to drop the ball from my half volleys, whether I spin it or whether I drop it flat. Dropping it flat was a bit more consistent. How the clips work best, whether I'm using the foot that's taking it outside my body or coming across my body. All these little things that you learn from practicing and working on it. But over this period, it's a good chance to get as many of those sessions in as I can, so I can build up the consistency, as I said, of making it flat and accurate and quick 80-90% of the time. But heading back now, and we'll see what's going on later on. Get some food, relax for a little bit, do a bit of work, and then see what the plan is. Let's go. Hello guys, Sunday now. Yesterday I didn't get up to too much after training. Had a little bit of a chill in the afternoon, did a little bit of work on projects like I've been telling you about. Website is very close to being done, and hopefully some products on there for you guys too. In the evening we had a little bit of a quiz night with my family, finding it important to find that social time all together. We're all working from home. During the weekdays, we don't actually see very much of each other during the days, but in the evenings and on the weekends, trying to make sure that we have that kind of social aspect of doing stuff together, having a bit of fun as a family, which is so important. But today is Sunday, which means a new Keeping Goals episode has just gone live. If you haven't watched it by the time that you see this video on Wednesday, make sure you go and give that one a watch. I talk through loads of drills that you can do on your own as a goalkeeper to keep your training going, to keep improving. If you don't have anyone that can help you with drills, those are perfect for you to stay on top of your game, to keep chasing improvement, and to make sure that you're ready when football comes back. So give that one a watch after this episode. But I hope people are enjoying that. At the moment, what I'm doing is a little bit of work here. I don't know if you can see that. What I've got here is a little bit of professional goalkeeper analysis. I've had a few people asking when I've put it up on Instagram and in previous vlogs saying that I do professional goalkeeper analysis to help me with my mental training. How do I do that? What is that? Well, at the moment what I have is a game on behind me, a full game, which you can find on YouTube. Just literally search full game soccer or full game football. Barcelona versus Real Madrid in 2017, I think. So I'm going to explain to you how I analyze that game, how you guys can do it, and how I think it's going to help you with your mental training. So I get my game here, I look at the two goalkeepers. So for me at the moment, Ter Stegen is playing for Barcelona, Kaliaaer Navas is playing for Real Madrid. I split my paper into 4 sections: Ter Stegen, positive, negative; Kaliaaer Navas, positive, negative. And what I do is I watch through the game and I focus on the goalkeepers. I don't necessarily look at the spectacular saves or the amazing things that they do. What I'm looking at is the fine details of their game. So their positioning, their distribution, their decision making. What do they do in certain scenarios and why do they do it? Does it work well? Does it work badly? Are they things that I can learn, that I can put into my own game? So, for example, in the second half of this game, Ter Stegen makes a save from a Benzema header. You might remember it. He spreads a bit like Peter Schmeichel, saves it with his foot. What I was analysing from that save was his starting position when the ball was crossed in by Marcelo. I think it was Marcelo. So given where the ball is, Ter Stegen isn't completely shut off of his front post as if it was on a byline. He's a yard maybe deep over in his front post, but his body is on a 45-degree angle. When Marcelo crosses the ball, because he's not shut off, because he's slightly open, he has to turn and see the header, and he spreads and makes a save. If he was completely shut off, that turn might not make it in time in order to get his body in front of the attacker. So his body position on that cross was absolutely perfect. So for me, I look at that and I go, right, where was the ball? And he had his body position in that situation. In other situations in the game, his body position or his positioning is slightly different depending where the ball is. Those are all things that I can learn from watching him. I hope that explains what I'm doing with the professional goalkeeper analysis, but it's something that's so easy that you can do whilst at home. You don't need to have any type of training. This is things that you can do for your own mental training. Search for full games on YouTube. Watch the two goalkeepers in detail. Analyse what they do well, what they do badly, but on specific details of the game, not just unbelievable saves. Write those details down and think about how you can apply them into your own game and train them, perhaps, for when football eventually comes back. But I hope that helps as a tip of how you can stay on top of your own mental training by analysing pro keepers. So, it's time for some FIFA. With Sean and with Finn as well. Say hello. I think we're going to do a Champions League semi-final and a final.
Yeah.
I might try and do, one day, a keeping goals FIFA tournament.
I'd be well over
and we can invite loads of people in, get people involved. So, semi-final 1 of our Champions League special, Man City versus Juventus. Sean is Juventus, I am Manchester City, unfortunately. Right, teams picked. Juve versus City. Let's see how this goes.
Joking. You love it to see it. You love to see it. Come on.
We started very strongly, and then Sean had a lot of shots, basically, and 2 of them went in, so...
In a word, Jeff, buzzing.
That was annoying.
Happy.
Second leg now. So second leg of the first semi-final, 2-2. 2-1 up I was, and then he scored in the last minute. Sean was down to 10 men, it was all going on. I missed a pen, scored a pen, and he's gone straight to penalties, so... Enjoy.
Oh no! Yes! Yes! No way! Tell them to shoot half all time. No, you little. No way! Oh! No! Cannot believe Man City are in the final. Oh, you disgrace. I can't believe you pulled Ben Matsui out on his own patch.
Come on. Next game, Barca versus Bayern. Because that is a worldie, because I've just scored my first ever good free kick. And this is an absolute beauty.
Wait, this one.
That is Top binage. How do you feel about that, Sean? What does Popeye eat? Binage.
That's one of your worst ever.
2-0 up. Bayern versus Barca. Come on, Bayern. 2-0 Bayern. First leg. Come on. That's a big result. Just got to get a goal at the Nou Camp and then we should be through.
Both of your teams in the final. You're going to be insufferable for about a week.
Not sure who I'll pick. So Champions League final time. Bayern against City. Both my teams, I'd like to add, in the Champions League final. After 2 late wins versus Juve and Barca. But it's all down to this game.
And the fact you've made me win this with City just to spite you.
No, Bayern for the win.
No, I've got the trophy. Come on, Thiago. Boom. Right in the top.
Binage.
I swear, if you make a Popeye reference again, stop trying to make binage a thing. It's not a thing.
Chicken rice and binage.
What's a goalkeeper's diet?
Chicken rice and binage.
Oh no, we should have dinked it. I was going to dink it.
Not like this.
Oh! Stop walking, I swear. Oh! What's it all over with? I cannot believe you 1-0'd me in the final. Yeah! It was
Winner of 2
such a
semi-finals, winner of the final. Not much highlight in there, to be honest. 1-0. Game over.
I'm having it.
So that's it for today's episode of Keeping Goals. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it brought you some value. I hope you enjoyed coming along for my weekends, seeing how I'm training, seeing what I'm getting up to, and also seeing me beat Sean at FIFA, which is probably the most important thing that happened in that vlog. But in all seriousness, the distribution training, I hope that's something that you guys can start working on yourselves if you're still able to get out and about and go down to a park and something like that. If not, the Pro Goalkeeper Analysis is something that works for everyone right now and is very, very easy to do and can bring you a lot of value and help you improve your game without actually having to go outside and train. So give both those sessions a go if you can and let me know how you get on in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like. It will really help us to reach as many goalkeepers as we possibly can, and we want to help as many people as possible during this tough time. If you haven't already, and a lot of you haven't, please subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss another episode of Keeping Goals. This week's patron of the week is Harry Watson. Harry, thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me, especially in times like this. So thank you for helping me to do what I do. If you guys want to win Patron of the Week, win glove giveaways, win Skype calls, and benefit from tons of other benefits received by patrons, follow the link below this video. But take care this week, stay inside, look after yourselves and your friends and family, have a lovely Easter week, and I will speak to you on Sunday. Thank you for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you in a bit.